In 2023, MVP frontrunner Lamar Jackson and the Ravens defense have the Ravens nearing a Super Bowl. But lately, the Ravens have struggled in the playoffs, not making it past the AFC divisional round in 11 years. The 2012 Baltimore Ravens were the last team to do so, and won the Super Bowl that year. You may remember it for the blackout during the Super Bowl, or Joe Flacco's elite playoff run, but there was a lot of chaos you probably didn't know that was behind this team. This is the story of the 2012 Baltimore Ravens. The previous year, the Ravens brutally lost in the AFC Championship, with kicker Billy Cundiff missing the 32-yard game-tying kick against the Patriots. To get rid of the bad taste, they replaced Cundiff, putting confidence in an undrafted rookie kicker, Justin Tucker. They also released wide receiver Lee Evans, who dropped a touchdown in the Patriots game, and replaced him with returner and wide receiver Jacoby Jones. The last move in free agency was signing cornerback Corey Graham from the Bears. Remember those names. Heading into the season, the Ravens had a talented defense headlined by Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Haloti Ngata, and Terrell Suggs, who would come back during the middle of the season. Their offense was also talented with Ray Rice, Anquan Boldin, Torrey Smith, and young tight end Dennis Pitta. Now, quarterback Joe Flacco is on the last year of his rookie contract, having proved in years before that he could win playoff games, but was heavily criticized for not getting the Ravens past the AFC Championship game. Flacco rejected a $15 million a year extension before the season and went on record saying he was a top 5 quarterback and the best, which got scrutinized.
Is Joe Flacco one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL?
Without a doubt. What do you expect me to say?
Would Joe Flacco's gamble pay off? Right before the season started, owner and founder Art Modell died. He had brought football back to Baltimore, and the loss was saddening. The team dedicated the 2012 season in his honor, with the excellent roster dedicating the season to Modell and Joe Flacco's prove-it year. Hopes were very high for the Ravens. In the first game, the Ravens stomped the Bengals at home 44-13 with an impressive showing from the offense and defense. A sign of things to come? They then lost the next game by 1 point to the Eagles, and then had an impressive win over the Patriots, marked with Torrey Smith having a career day after tragically losing his brother. And then, the Ravens went on to win 7 of their next 8 games, highlighted by a miracle 4th and 29 conversion versus the Chargers that helped them get into overtime and eventually win. The Ravens were 9-2, with a clear path to the AFC North title and number 1 seed in the AFC. But then, they started losing, despite the return of Terrell Suggs. The Ravens lost to the Steelers with their 3rd-string quarterback Charlie Batch, and then lost a close one to the Redskins 28-31. The Ravens had the 18th ranked offense at this point, which was disappointing given the talent on the team. Head coach John Harbaugh fired offensive coordinator Cam Cameron after the Redskins game in a surprising move, naming Jim Caldwell as interim offensive coordinator. The Ravens were 9-4, and fired an offensive coordinator more than halfway through the season, which was unprecedented. The Ravens finished 1-2 after making the move at coordinator, barely winning the AFC North. They went from 9-2 to losing 4 of their last 5 to go 10-6. People had lost faith in this Ravens team making a deep playoff run as a result of their late season struggles. And then right before the playoffs started, a bomb dropped. The best Ravens player in history, Ray Lewis, announced he was going to retire from football once the season ended. This came as a shock. Could the Ravens rally around each other with all of the adversity that headed their way? The first challenge for them was to face the surprisingly good Indianapolis Colts, led by rookie quarterback Andrew Luck. The Ravens had lost to the Colts in their last 2 playoff matches, but with this being Ray Lewis's final home game, could the Ravens defense hold strong? The first quarter was scoreless for both teams. Then, in the second quarter, the Colts got 6 points with 2 field goals, while for the Ravens, they got a field goal and scored a touchdown on a 6-play drive with fullback Vontae Leach. Coming out of halftime, the Ravens dominated the Colts offense, limiting them to only 1 more field goal and quieting rookie sensation Andrew Luck. Joe Flacco played well, throwing for 282 yards with 2 touchdown passes, one to tight end Dennis Pitta and another to wide receiver Anquan Boldin. Getting Ray Lewis a win in his final home game was nice, but the challenge in front of the Ravens was something else. The Baltimore Ravens had to travel to Denver to play the red-hot #1 seed Denver Broncos, who won 11 straight games to end the year. They got blown out by the Broncos at home in the regular season, the first game that Jim Caldwell took over as offensive coordinator. And now, they would have to overcome the dominant Broncos, who were favored by 9.5 points and had the second-ranked scoring offense and fourth-ranked defense. The underdog Ravens were in for a mile-high showdown.
Back to his own 10. Breaking free, Holiday down the sideline. Touchdown, Denver. Flacco with time, gonna go deep. Has a man open down the middle of the field. It is caught. Touchdown, Torrey Smith. Throwing, tip, intercepted. Picked off by the Ravens. Corey Graham to the end zone for the touchdown. Manning on 3rd and 8. With time, going, corner of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Manning, pump fake, throwing for the end zone. Moreno, touchdown. Flacco gonna go deep down the sideline. Caught for the touchdown. Torrey Smith. We'll run this one out of the end zone from about 4 or 5 yards deep. And right up the middle of the field, 10, touchdown Denver. Rice again, touchdown Baltimore. Got to be tired. Manning throwing to this side. That's complete to Thomas. Thomas to the 5, to the end zone, touchdown. Flacco throwing, diving, incomplete at the 25-yard line.
The Ravens turned it over on downs, needing a touchdown, and then had to burn all of their timeouts to force a Broncos punt. The Ravens would get the ball back with a little over a minute and no timeouts, needing to go 77 yards for a touchdown. All hope was lost with an 0.8% chance for the Ravens to win, and it would truly take a miracle. A mile-high miracle.
Get it done. Stepping up and throwing deep down the far sideline. Caught! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Jacoby Jones! How does that happen in the Denver secondary? That is stunning.
Jacoby Jones, a sleeper signing in the offseason, proved to be massive, helping tie the game with a 70-yard touchdown catch. And Joe Flacco delivered one of his clutchest moments yet. But the game wasn't won, and it was now overtime. The Ravens got the ball back, but were forced to punt, getting stopped in deep Denver territory. And then, after the Ravens defense forced Denver to punt the ball back. And then another punt. The Sheriff had the ball in his town, ready to win the game in overtime. And then...
Standing on 2nd and 6. On the move, throwing across his body, and that is intercepted. Intercepted by Baltimore's Corey Graham.
And that is a mistake that you don't see Peyton Manning make very often.
Kick is on its way, and it looks good.
Finally, in double overtime, the Ravens pulled out a miracle win in a game known as the Mile High Miracle that Baltimore Ravens fans will never, ever forget. While the Ravens defense gave up 28 points, cornerback Corey Graham was the star, having a pick 6 and the overtime interception to set the Ravens up for the game winner. But this game will always be remembered for Joe Flacco's touchdown to Jacoby Jones. Flacco so far in the playoffs had 5 touchdowns to 0 interceptions, playing very well. But could he get revenge for last year in their next game? For the second year in a row, the Ravens would be playing the New England Patriots at Foxborough for the AFC Championship. As mentioned earlier, the Ravens had a heartbreaking loss last year with Billy Cundiff's game-tying missed kick. The Patriots went 12-4 in the regular season, had the #1 ranked overall offense, averaging 33.9 points a game, and led the NFL in turnover margin with plus 25. Another great team, and this one would especially need Joe Flacco to play at an elite level and would also need rookie Justin Tucker to not cost them the game.
Mesko on the hold, and Gostowski boots it through. 2nd and 6 from the Patriots 40. Flacco sets him up, goes deep, and it's caught at the 15. In motion, now they go to the ground, and it's Rice cutting outside, and Rice is in for the touchdown. First down, over to Welker. Welker gets going inside the 20. Brady fires it, he's got it wide open. And a kick by Gostowski is good.
Down 7-13 at halftime, the game was within reach, but the offense needed to wake up. And then, Joe Flacco became elite versus Bill Belichick's defense.
2nd and 10. And there's a hookup with Anquan Bolden for a first down. Ravens trying to take it in and take the lead. Flacco throws, got his man, Pitta for a touchdown. 2nd and 14. There's Flacco wide open, Torrey Smith. Impressive drive. Throwing on first and goal. Up top, and Bolden has it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Boy, this guy is something else.
Here's the handoff to Ridley. He's hitting it. He's laid out. The ball is out. And it's recovered by the Ravens. 1st and 10. Flacco is ready to unload. Now runs with it. It has got Arrington on him. Bolden in a slot. And they're going back to Bolden for the touchdown. Biggest play of the night for the Pats. 36 yards. Brady. Ball tip in the air and intercepted. Brady throws and he's intercepted in the end zone. Gary Williams ices it, and Baltimore is heading to New Orleans.
The Ravens were going to the Super Bowl after everyone had lost faith in this team heading into the playoffs. 21 unanswered scored by Joe Flacco's 3 second-half touchdowns. Playoff Flacco was turning into an elite quarterback. Not to forget, the Ravens defense completely shut down Tom Brady and the Patriots' #1 offense, holding them to 0 points in the second half. The team they were playing in the Super Bowl was the San Francisco 49ers, who had never lost a Super Bowl appearance in their history. They were led by Colin Kaepernick, a hard-hitting defense, and their head coach Jim Harbaugh was no other than Ravens coach John Harbaugh's brother. This was the first time 2 head coaches who were brothers would play each other in the Super Bowl. The pocket passer quarterback Joe Flacco versus the dual-threat quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who torched teams with his legs. Ray Lewis's final ever game before retirement. The chance to win the Super Bowl this season, their founding owner died. Could the Ravens end this feel-good story the right way?
Here comes Joe Flacco. What a postseason. Without a mistake, 8 touchdowns, no picks. San Francisco, 39. And Flacco heaves it. Open man, he's got Smith. From the 13, Flacco, end zone bound, and he's got a touchdown! Anquan Bolden! Touchdown, Baltimore! Pressure, and Kaepernick is jacked. Baker's kick, though, this time right down the middle. Flacco running away from Brooks. And fires it down the field, and it's caught somehow by Bolden. On first down, it's James trying to go wide, and he got away. Ball is out.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Baltimore.
On first down, Flacco. Is a long ball coming? No. Mid-range, and it's caught. Take it to the end zone for a second time. It's a play-action fake to Rice. Flacco has Pitta for the touchdown. Touchdown, Baltimore. On first down, Kaepernick. Going to drop back. Going to throw it. Middle of the field, and he's intercepted by Reed. Reed has just tied a postseason record for most interceptions. And here's the first rookie to kick in the Super Bowl since Ryan Longwell. Oh, it's a fake. And it's Tucker taking off. Tucker's running it. Short of the first. And Flacco Flacco heaves it down the field, open as Jones catches his own his back. He can get up. Jones makes the shift. Jones to the end zone, and he's in for the score. What a play by Jacoby Jones. Kaepernick rolling out, looking, and decides to just drop down from 27. David Akers, 2 for 2, and that closes out the half.
The Ravens dominated the first half 21-6 with Joe Flacco throwing 3 first-half touchdown passes, continuing his playoff legacy run. Joe Flacco was playing like a truly elite quarterback. And then, to open the second half,
Jim Harbaugh, that is. And there's going to be a run back from 9 deep for Jacoby Jones. And look at him go. Jones is past the 50, and he is flying inside the 20 on a kickoff return. 109 yards and a touchdown. An all-time record.
the Ravens had all the momentum, and the game looked like it was won. The Ravens did it. And then...
moments ago, as we watched the game start to proceed pretty much as normal, one big click of the light switch, and we lost power in the half of the stadium.
For 34 minutes, the game stopped in an iconic Super Bowl memory, a blackout at the stadium. And then, as the lights went back on, the 49ers woke up.
From the 31. And Kaepernick again. Zips it in there. Crabtree still on his feet and in for the touchdown. Oh, and they sack him at the 7.
Now you look for the quarterback run.
It's Gore running right side, and Gore has the edge and the touchdown, San Francisco. There's a throw to the Rice. Ball's out. Ball is out and fallen on by Brown. Akers this time drills it. The third quarter that began with Jones returning the kick, 108 yards for a touchdown. Kick gets it down. Field goal is good. And Kaepernick. Open man, and it's Moss. 2nd and 7. As Kaepernick forced outside and taken out. Inside the 10, Kaepernick's in for the touchdown. To tie the game, Kaepernick. Incomplete. They're going to throw for it. Flacco's pass. Hauled in for a catch by Bolden. Unbelievable.
John Harbaugh texts Joe Flacco at the start of last year, the opening day, and said to him, watching a Thursday night game, do you think we can ever get good at throwing the back shoulder passes? Because he was watching Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees. Well, Jim, what's the answer? They're pretty good at it.
And the rookie from Texas delivers the goods. 8 plays, over 20 yards on the game. And Gore. That's the first play. Gore inside the 20. Gore to the 10. Kaepernick wins it. Caught. Smash. Incomplete. Kaepernick lofts it in the air. No flag. Incomplete. He's going to do it. And takes the safety with 4 seconds to go. Again to the 40. Still on his feet at the 50. And the Ravens have won it 34-31.
The Ravens held on and were champions. They did it for Art Modell and sent Ray Lewis to retirement with his 2nd Super Bowl ring. Joe Flacco cemented himself in Super Bowl history with one of his best playoff performances, with 11 touchdowns to 0 interceptions during this run. Joe Flacco was named Super Bowl MVP for his amazing performance, and he was elite. He got paid with an $120 million extension after the season. And in the end, Joe Flacco won his gamble. The 2012 Baltimore Ravens were a great story, and one that's been more forgotten over time, but it's one that really shouldn't be. With all of the drama, and more impressive, the fact that the Ravens changed offensive coordinators during Week 15 of the regular season, and their offense went on to carry them during the playoffs. Their free agent signings were small at the time, but all of them had massive impacts on the season. From Jacoby Jones' catch against the Broncos, to Corey Graham's amazing game, and undrafted rookie kicker Justin Tucker having a terrific season. Joe Flacco will be remembered for having one of the best postseason runs a quarterback has ever had.
And you look around this stadium, and Baltimore